outdoor unit isn't running. So one of the first things you're going to check to see if they have power. If they have power here, you're going to check to see if the fuses are blown, and if you have power at the fuses and through the fuses to the unit, then you'll check, and like on this unit here, the contactor's pulled in. So this unit should be running right now. So either I have a blown fuse or I have a blown breaker. I have power here, so it turns out I have a blown fuse. We'll correct that. Now in the future, when you go out and when you're checking things like this contactor, the contactors are good for about 5 years. And manufacturers know that. They give you a 5-year warranty on a lot of these units. So if you, as a serviceman, go out with contactors, you could probably sell these on a lot of jobs. Makes the owner a couple more bucks. You get to spend a little more time on the job. You're not hurting the customer either. You're doing them a good favor. All these compressors have crankcase heaters, and you want to make sure that the crankcase heater is running. They're not going to draw a lot of wattage, but if that compressor is not warm, and it's cool outside, the refrigerant's going to migrate to this outdoor unit. It will sit there and dilute that oil. And when you turn this unit on, it's going to flash that liquid and the oil up into the cylinders, and potentially wipe out the lubrication or probably liquid slug the compressor. So those are things that I would always check. You check as you walk up to a unit. See if it's all covered in bushes. You know, this unit here is just covered in a bush. I mean, that cuts down on its heat transfer. You get very poor airflow over that unit. This unit, you know, that's just 20 feet away, on the other hand, no shrubs around it. You get out from underneath, the fan will blow up past the eaves. On the other one over there, it blows up underneath the eaves. So these are things that can affect the performance of the unit. We're going to ohm out this compressor. So this is common start run, and we have 1.2. We have 4.1 and a 3.2. So the 3.2 and the 1.4 add up to the other. So this compressor is not grounded or shorted. Well, actually, this would be shorting. And we get nothing. 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 Reasons the compressor might short cycle. One would be that it's low in refrigerant, so it's cycling on and off on its low pressure control. Or maybe it's a heat pump and the filters are dirty in the house and it's running and it's cycling on the high pressure control. This one here has an anti-cycling control on it, so if it turns off, it's going to count for 5 minutes. The one next door over here, an older heat pump, when it runs, if it trips off on anything, it can immediately restart and trip fuses. On restrictions on a liquid line on a heat pump or an air conditioner, any kind of refrigeration system, if you're fortunate enough and there's a restriction like a liquid line dryer and it's just starting to plug up, it will frost immediately after that filter dryer. That's an easy one to find. Now if it's completely plugged up, it's a little harder to find. You might have to cut into the system in various places to find out where your restriction is. It might even be easier just to replace the whole line and cause that. It could be low on refrigerant, it could be overcharged on refrigerant. In either case, you're not going to get the right delta T across you're not going to get your right temperatures. It could be an insufficient airflow, like your coil is dirty, your filter is clogged, or they got 2/3 of all the registers in the house or business closed off, so that would cut down on your airflow. All of those are going to affect your cooling efficiency.